have Chuka Nwachukwu, the head of fixed income trading at UBA. Thank you so much for joining us on the show today, Chuka. Let's talk about the overview of the market, especially as today we are having the retail auction by the CBN. But really the sentiment, illiquidity still remains in the market. Investors are sitting on the sidelines. Let's talk about that.
Okay, thank you, David. Yeah, like you said, this week has been an eventful week, especially on the fixed income side of the market. We've seen CBN pronouncements moving the MPR by 150 basis points from 14% to 15.5%. And this has actually greatly affected the fixed income market, where we're seeing yield move well over 200 basis points from pre-MPC meeting. Wednesday, we had an NTB auction where we also saw a significant movement on the longer end of the curve, especially the one-year bill moved from 9.75 to 12%. That's about 225 basis point movement. This has actually affected trading. Like you rightly said, also illiquidity. Again, still on CBN pronouncement on banks, on CRR. So banks actually were basically trying to see how they can meet up this CRR directive, and that has actually affected trading in the market this week.
And talking about trading in the market this week, this marks the last active week for the month of September. What's your outlook for what will play out in the bond market as well as the treasury bills market come next month, October?
Yeah, the bond market actually is going to be an exciting market going into the month of October. That's the last quarter of the year. We've seen yield move also on the bond market, well over 120, 130 basis points as well. We've seen the longer end of the curve that was on auction, that's the 2037, that came out around 14.5. Is currently trading around 15%. Now, next month is going to be a pretty tight month, though we have a coupon payment of well over 250 billion, but that will be towards the end of the month. And so we're going to see a lot of bearish sentiment going into the end of the month of October, and that will further push the yield upward.
And lastly now, looking at the money market, the currency trading pattern for the Naira as well. Some have described the current play out, especially with regards to electioneering activities, that we might likely see a bigger fall. What's your thought on that?
Yeah, we've seen depreciation. Presently, the I&E window is trading around 437 from 436.5 the previous day. And so this will continue going into the electionary period. We're going to see some of these pressures move into the street. And then when that happens, you find out that the rate will continue to go up, and there's much CBN can do anyway. They are presently meeting the demand, which the reasonable demand, if I might use the word. But of course, there are a lot of unreasonable demand, or should I use the word unrealistic demand out there. And so we will continue to see the depreciation going into the election year, and then after that, hopefully we get a bit of respite.